how can we effectively reduce or prevent crow's feet lines from forming? So crow's feet lines are that very flattering name which we give to the lines that come here around the eyes as we smile. Once upon a time, little girls were told to not smile too much or not express too much in order to minimize the lines that formed on their face. And I think that's a pretty miserable way to live. Crow's feet lines don't bother everyone. Some people see them as a sign that they've lived a happy life because they're associated with smiling. But for some other people, they're a bit more bothersome, particularly if they start to kind of radiate downwards over the cheeks more. So what can we do to help minimize them? First up is skincare. So we can really think about a couple of different ingredients here. Whether we think about a good eye cream with maybe a retinoid in it that helps to boost skin integrity, or peptide-based products like Mida's Myofix concentrate or Revision's Revox line relaxer, which can help to minimize the muscle activity. These can both be useful additions. Although with time and continuation of the aging process, those peptides alone might be great to help with the little under eye wrinkles, but they'll rarely help to control crow's feet lines. Crow's feet lines themselves can be treated really well using wrinkle relaxing injections. So small strategic injections, which are injected in different patterns depending on your unique anatomy, can help to minimize the depth of these lines and reduce their appearance. And this is something that needs maintenance, usually every 3 to 4 months on average. For some people, fillers are also useful, but not fillers in terms of filling the line. We're talking about fillers usually around the cheekbone and the temple, because as I mentioned about crow's feet lines that radiate downwards over the cheek, this is often to do with volume loss in the cheek area. And if we restore that volume, we therefore reduce how significant those crow's feet lines appear. Skin boosters can also be helpful, and in particular, I like a treatment here called Viscoderm Hydra Booster. Viscoderm Hydra Booster is a sister product to Profilo, but whereas Profilo spreads out more, Viscoderm has a small amount of what we call cross-linking, so it sort of stays where it is while also improving skin quality. And it's great for these delicate lines in areas that we move, and we just do these tiny little microdots along the line, and it helps to stretch them out rather than to plump outwards, and it can be a really good treatment. It can also be useful to think about things like polynuclear tides, which around the eye area work to stimulate collagen producing cells. So you're really boosting the integrity of the tissue around the eye area. So I think of it, rather than treating the line itself, treating the skin and tissue quality around the eye area. And bearing in mind that this area ages the quickest on the whole face, that's a good thing to be targeting. Now, what combination of these treatments is right for you really does depend on you and your anatomy. And this is where I will come back to the need for an expert-led consultation, because the right treatment for you isn't necessarily the right treatment for your best friend. It's about what you need and how your face is aging and changing. If this content has been useful for you, please give it a thumbs up or send me a little message below, and please do subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this.